Evapors back with another vlog. Cut the music off. Man, we talking Tesla again. If you're new to the channel, like, comment, and subscribe. Do it now. It's appreciated. Real talk, man. But we out here in the 2021 Tesla Model Y Performance. And I've had this car since June 4th. So that's what? July, August, September, October. That's 4 months and 2 weeks that I've had this car, and I kind of want to just give my thoughts on the car itself and how it drives. So that's what we'll be talking about today, man. How this car drives, what is it like to own it, what are some of the things that you need to look out for, what should you do if you're about to order one, you're thinking about switching over to Tesla. Should I get the Tesla Model Y Performance, or should I get the Tesla Model Y Long Range? That's a loaded question, and hopefully I can provide some insight because I've driven both, and obviously I currently have the Model Y Performance. So since we're in the car driving, one of the first things that you need to know when you buy your Tesla Model Y or you go test drive it is how to start it. That might sound foolish, that might sound crazy, but you don't want to be looking crazy in the car in case you don't have someone that really explains it to you when you go for your test drive, or if you do a personal test drive, or even a Turo. Now, if they give you a black key, you take the black key and you place it under the armrest, put your foot on the brake, put the car in park, put the car in reverse, and you on your way. Now, once you own the car, you get to program your phone, and you can start your car just because your phone is in the area. Now, here is an issue that I've been seeing, and I've heard this before too. The car not recognizing the phone as a key. That's interesting, right? You're somewhere at the mall, and you walk into your car, you can take your phone out, and it won't open. What has worked for me? Now, this is just me. Let's say my backpack is in the car. You should always keep the key card on you, and that's what Tesla's gonna tell you. Always keep the key card on you. I don't know if Tesla sound like that or not, but they say keep the key card on you. But let's say you don't. It's in your bag with your other stuff inside your car, and the car's locked. And that has happened to me before. Every time I go to the Tesla app, and let's just say unlock the door, or open the trunk or something, the car is communicating with the phone, and I'm able to start the car every time. And it's happened to me before, even being able to unlock the car, get in the car, put the foot on the brake, and then the little sign comes up that, hey, you need your key card. I'm like, no, I don't. I'm in here with my phone. So what has worked every time for me, again, is going to the Tesla app, hitting the unlock button, and then I'm able to put the car in reverse or in drive. So that's something that you shouldn't panic about if it does happen. Another thing, the radio. There is no traditional radio in Tesla, but you have different apps, so you have your different major news networks, and they even have local apps based on your zip code. So a few of the local radio stations here are on the TuneIn app, but I mean it's built for Spotify, and of course you can play music from your phone, whether you're using through Bluetooth or whether you're using it through the actual C port. You can play music from your phone, and that's not a problem until it doesn't recognize your phone and you can't play music. So what do I do? Oh my goodness, what do I do? On the steering wheel, there are two wheels, and my thumbs are on them right now. There are two wheels. You press them in for about 10 seconds, hold them in for about 10 seconds. The screen will go, once you release them, the screen will go black and the car will reset. So just like you're resetting your cell phone, and that generally clears an error or fixes something, the Tesla is no different. You clear it by pressing the two wheels in at the same time for about 10 seconds, and it'll reset. But you need to know that, because I was driving out of town. And I was driving for a good hour or so before, I was like, well, why is the radio not working? Now, you don't have to waste that kind of time, and you don't have to panic if it does happen to you. Something else with the Tesla that people are always impressed about: speed. Well, speed, not speeding, but speed as in initial takeoff, or referred to as a launch, 0 to 60. So the Tesla Model Y performance that we're in is the faster Model Y, hence performance. It comes with 21-inch beautiful Uber turbine wheels, beautiful bright red Brembo large brakes, the lowered suspension, the carbon fiber spoiler, the alloy pedals, brake pedal, and I was gonna say gas pedal, but pedal cover. There is aluminum over the covers, and that 3.5 0 to 60 is nothing to play with. Nothing to play with. It is super fast. It'll pin you in your seat. It'll definitely sneak up on you because there's no sound associated with the speed. It's just like getting in the elevator and the floor dropping. Yeah, like that. It feels that way. Let's not talk about the Plaid, okay? Let's not talk about the Plaid that my neighbor has. Brent Ely. Check his YouTube channel out as well. That's BRENT space ELY. He's on YouTube, man. He has a dope new Model S Plaid, man. Check that out. But the 0 to 60 in this car is absolutely amazing. I believe it's more than enough in the performance. And even if you get the long range version of the Model Y, I think it's plenty enough as far as the things you need to do in your car in the real world. Like be able to get over 4-lane highway, 2-lane highway, you name it. You need to be able to get over safely. So you need to be able to build up speed quickly a lot of times. Most of the time you do. That's the struggle that I've had before with different cars that don't have that punch. Even nice luxury vehicles like we have the 2020 Lexus GX 460, and before that we had a 2019 4Runner Limited. Very nice vehicles. They're just not built for speed. They're not gonna give you that punch. Hey, my exit is approaching and I want to get over safely. This car here with the performance, you'll have zero issues. The only issue you'll have is to keeping them, I'm gonna say horses because there's no engine, keeping all that power, to yourself. I was just speaking to a fellow Tesla owner riding by in a beautiful dark blue Model 3. Looks like the long range version. But the speed is amazing, man. I mean, you won't have any issues whatsoever. But you need to know that because there's also a feature that allows you to limit the speed of the car. Okay, and I'm not just talking about like a valet mode. Yes, the car has a valet mode to where your information is kept private, and you can set the speed limit as well. But maybe you have an aggressive driver in your family. I'm not even going to say the kid, the teenager. I'm not even going to say that. I'm just going to say in your family, and you want to limit how fast your Tesla can go. You can set it. I don't care if it's 45, 55, 60, 65, 70, whatever you want to set the speed limit to, you can. And on top of that, the app literally controls everything. So you can see how fast your aggressive driver is currently going at all times. You can see the location. Hey, don't you go over there. And you look on your phone and they over there. I mean, technically you could, disable their key. That's a whole nother story, but you could, not while they're driving. Let's be very clear on that. Not while the car is moving. You could not remove someone as an authorized user. And that's another cool thing too. So, let's say you have a roommate or, a family member that you want to let borrow your car, maybe even for an extended period of time, you literally could add them as a key on their phone. And for whatever period of time of your choosing, they will have access to unlock the car and to drive the car. I think that is absolutely amazing. I think that is pretty cool. I think that's a great feature to have. Maybe you're having a package delivered. You can unlock your car from literally anywhere in the world. They can put the package in your car, in the trunk, or in the front, or however you choose to do. As long as there's an internet connection, you literally can make adjustments on this car. Let's not talk about summons. What is summons? Well, that's when you're standing in the front of the building and your car is in the parking lot and you would like for your car to leave the parking space and come to you. I made a video on that. Check that out in the link in the description below. That is a very, very cool and fun feature. It really came in handy the last time I was at a car dealership with my family, and it started raining. Summons. Car came right to the front doorstep. I think that is another pretty cool feature. And you also can, just move it forward or move it back. You know how sometimes people park all up on you and everything, and you don't feel comfortable opening the door because you might hit them, or you might not be able to fit through the space that they left you to get in your car. So you can have the car move forward and you can have it move back. Now, if you do use those features, make sure you, in my opinion, keep on that you have to have your finger, thumb, or whatever pressing the button in order for the car to move. Okay? I just don't feel comfortable just being able to hit it. And let's say I drop my phone and something weird happened and I can't stop it. So I want my car, when I'm summoning it to me, I want it to stop when I release my thumb. For safety reasons. For safety reasons. That's just on me. That's just how I feel about it. So that's something you can look at too. That is an additional feature. If you get full self-driving before the purchase of your car, it's $10,000. I guess you can finance that into your loan, and of course at any time you can pay $10,000 and boom, you have full self-driving on your vehicle. Or you could do the subscription plan, which is $200 a month. All right. Now, me personally, I chose to do the subscription plan. It wasn't available when I initially. That was not available when I initially bought the car. But that was not available when I initially bought the car. But when it became available, I was like, man, you could turn it on and turn it off, so you don't have to always leave it on 200, 200, 200, 200. I was like, hey, we're going out of town, going to Disney from North Carolina down to Orlando, and it would be a great feature to test out to see if it's something that I would like to purchase and just have it at $10,000 or continue a $200 a month membership. I did it for 2 months, and I ended the membership because literally the full self-driving, you need to be on the highway. So if you're not on the highway, it's not going to do you that much good because it's not driving in town as of yet to perfection. It's still in beta. And the Autopilot, which comes with the car, will allow you, it will keep the car in its lane. It will stop and start if it's behind another vehicle. So the Autopilot, in my opinion, is sufficient as far as the car driving itself. Now, yes, you do have to touch the wheel every so often, and there's an inside camera that's looking at you. And I've noticed when I'm distracted looking down at something, it'll flash red on the screen and basically saying, hey, pay attention. I mean, those are the safety features that you want in a car, right? Absolutely. So those safety features really kick in at the right time. Some people might say it's annoying, but I don't think it's annoying. Now, I also like where if the car drifts over outside of the lane, that you can have it turned on that the Tesla will help you. If I drift out of the lane, the Tesla will verbally alert and it'll bring me back inside my lane. I think that is a great safety feature. What if you were tired, fell asleep, unfortunately if you fell asleep, man, your car will bring you back in the lane. And as long as your foot is not pressing on the pedal, your car is going to start slowing down. If you're not familiar with one pedal driving, or the official term regenerative braking, every time you take your foot off the pedal, the car begins to slow down. And yes, your brake light does engage on the outside of your car anytime you take your foot off the pedal. But I think that is a dope safety feature that can save your life or save somebody else's life, for that matter. Now, another thing that I haven't experienced it yet, but you can have it set to where, let's say a car was coming up behind you at a rapid pace, man. The Tesla has the ability to literally move out the way. Now I think that's pretty cool. Accident avoidance. I think that is a pretty cool feature as well. Hopefully I don't have to use that, but I think it's pretty good to know that my car will safely move out of the way if it's possible to do that. Now, as you can see, man, we got the white interior here. We got the white interior. So a lot of people ask me, man, I can't get that white interior because I have 2 kids and they make a mess. I have 2 kids and they make a mess. It is not real leather that Tesla uses. Oh wow, what's going on here? Sorry guys, we're on the road and people are not moving at a decent rate of speed. What do they use in the car? I heard it's called vegan leather. Now what I chose to do was to ceramic coat the interior of the car. That did not cost me more than probably $30 for the bottle, and I believe you might want to do it once a year and keep baby wipes in the car to just easily remove stains. And I've seen all the stains from mustard to dark soda to grape juice. I've seen it, and I've seen them all come off real easy with the baby wipe. Now, I've never heard Tesla say you should ceramic coat it, but why not add an extra layer of protection to the interior of your car? Just my opinion. Now, this, I almost said sunroof. The all-glass roof, come on, man. That is an amazing experience that you only can get in the Model Y. Yeah, the Model S Plaid has the same big glass roof, but this is the SUV with the raised roof, and it's a completely different experience. All right, let me just be clear on that. The Model X, obviously with the Falcon doors, doesn't have that. This is a great experience. And no, it is not too hot. Does it get too hot? No, man. It's like that oven glass, man. You know how when you cooking in the oven in your kitchen, right? You don't have to leave your house because it's so hot, because the oven is on, right? It has glass. It's the same type of situation, man. It's like a tempered glass, and it's tinted, to where you still can see through it, but it's still providing UV protection, and it's still providing a level of coolness as far as the temperature of the car. And I've had my car, over some warm days, obviously, June, July, August, and I've never felt like, man, I need to add another layer of tint. You do have to be careful when you're out here on the road now, because it's so easy to find yourself going above the speed limit, because there's no sound associated with it, and it moves so effortlessly through the numbers. We'll just say that, through the numbers. Because you got to make sure that you bring yourself down on the numbers sometimes. You don't even realize what number you're doing. It's not your fault. It's the car's fault. It's so smooth and easy getting up to those different numbers. I'll just leave it like that. Do I like my Tesla? Yes. Would it replace a sports car if I have a sports car and I'm looking at buying a Tesla? I'm a two-door guy. No, it won't. But if you're looking for the ultimate family car that checks off the most blocks, and you still can, you like whooping food, you're a sports car guy, you like speed, you like beating people, you have the ultimate weapon in the Model Y. It's not as large as the Model X, but it does have more leg room than the Model X. I literally just tested that. You can watch the video on my channel or on Evapors Tesla Racing channel. All right, it has more leg room in the back as far as where you can place your feet and your knees, the way the seats are cut out in the car. So you have a lot of advantages in the Y. No, it doesn't have the third row. But if your family does not require a third row, like my family, the Model Y is going to be the #1 weapon. And yes, the performance does cost a few thousand more than the long range. So, do I think it's worth it? For me, a sports car guy, I would say yes. You want that styling with the nice wheels, and yes, you want to be able to call on the power Grayskull at any time and be able to, drop the hammer down at any given moment. You want that. You need that. You know what I'm saying? So overall, just to put a bow on it, Tesla Model Y performance over the long range, in my opinion, if you're a sports car person and you really like that extra speed, you're gonna need to get that performance. And if you really like a certain styling, I do believe that the 21-inch wheels are more appealing than the long range standard wheels. It's my opinion, tomato tomato. Maybe you like the way that looks better, but without a doubt, even with the speed boost that you can pay for in the long range, it's still not as fast as the performance model my thoughts on, if you're looking at buying a Model Y, my reasonings on why I think you should, get the performance, and just a few tips and things that you might not know about the Model Y. So definitely stay locked into the channel. We appreciate you guys, new gals. We love you. We're family here with Evapors, man. We got memberships, man. Tap into the membership and check out the different levels and different things that we had to offer, man. It's your main man, Evapors. See you next time.